Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. You are blooming as a flower. You are fresh as the dew. You are solid as a mountain. You are firm as the earth. You are free.
He's living in the moment, moment by moment, and his needs are ever present, and he's constantly expressing them, and it's our responsibility as parents to nourish and fulfill those needs right now at the age that he's at. And so it's a 24-hour-a-day kind of thing, 7 days a week, but he's constantly providing us opportunities. I'll speak for myself, opportunities to come back to the present. So nursing meditation, just being really here with him when he's nursing, or when we're playing together, just playing together, not moving on to the next thing too fast. Just singing together, just eating together. And in many ways, I will say it actually has been amazing, because in some ways it's even easier than formal practice was before he came along, to be really present. He's a wonderful teacher in that way. I want to speak a little bit to it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think before Bodhi was born, I had my hour in the morning, and I would leisurely take it and do qigong and sit and just really, cultivate myself and nourish myself and do the things that throughout all the previous years of my life I knew worked for me to help ground me and nourish me. And with him coming, I think we have, both of us, really taken him as our teacher. And I'll say that I've had to let go of a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot of my ideas about what practice is, what practice looks like. And I see that my time with Bodhi becomes my time, That is my new time. And who I am is much bigger than I used to be. I have him, Bodhi, to thank for that. I would say it's definitely been challenging in many ways. For our relationship, harder for us to have time. Just the two of us like we used to have. But in many ways it also just allows a lot of space to get creative. Creative about how we approach life. And oftentimes, it's, Ty gives the visualization of taking your emotion into your arms, like a mother holding a baby. And that's always been a really powerful practice for me. And with Bodhi, I get a real visceral sense and tangible practice of that. And there's been moments where I've looked at him as myself, and seeing myself in him and taking him in my arms, and it's been extremely healing just to be able to practice with him. So a lot of our practice now, we do a lot of singing practice. We do a lot of walking, meditation practice, mindful walking. We do a lot of eating practice, don't we? Mm-hmm. We do a lot of just being practice, playing and exploring practice. So maybe we can sing a song.
Can I say one more
Yeah,
thing?
please.
Which is just in terms of, I was thinking of other people considering having children, or parents with children considering coming to the practice, or I just would love to just tell a little very brief story of my own sister, actually, when she was, I don't know, I guess 9 or 10 years ago now, when she was considering having children. And we both were practicing in a different tradition at that time, and still do, but she asked one of her teachers on retreat about what, is it possible to have children and still practice? Is it possible to actually have a family and still have this kind of practice? And I don't actually know what the teacher said because I wasn't there, but the gist of it from what she responded, the gist of the story that Emily brought home was essentially no. You can kind of kiss your practice goodbye. For the time that you have your child, it's kind of your 18-year retreat, and you just have to figure something else out during the time. Which for her, and for me hearing that, felt really unsupportive and not a very, it's kind of like either you don't have a family and you stay with your practice, or you have your family and figure out something else for yourself. And I actually can't find anything farther from the truth, because I feel like, and I actually feel in this community it's very much supported, is that yes, practice is not going to happen the way that it used to. If you're accustomed to a formal practice or long retreats away, silent retreats, or whatever it is. But the practice is right there with you the whole time, and it just changes, remarkably so. And in some ways, the whole idea of we practice on the cushion so that we can actually be mindful in our present day life. Here we are with it every day, tending the garden of this little being every day, and ourselves in the process. So it actually is an incredible ground for constant and continuous practice. So don't let that deter you.
Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. You are water, reflecting what is real, what is true, and I feel there is space deep inside of you. You are free, you are free, we are free. Yay!